Barnes is checked in. Bulls trail by 19. Pass to Herder. Now here's Dosunmu. George defending. Van Vliet against Giddey. Vucevic with it. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
George with it. He's covered by Dosunmu. Here's Beal. Barnes passes to Beal. For three, George sinks it from distance. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And so here is Chicago. Pass to Buzelis. Dosunmu outside. Here's Vucevic.
Well, look, Horford is going to be in position defensively. You can count on that.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. They get it back. Barnes passes to Horford. And here's George. He's covered by Dosunmu. George's shot is off. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. All right, Coach, if you have a really young team, how do you approach the season early in the schedule?
Well, Brian, the big challenge is when you have a young team is really trying to figure out who fits into what roles, what's the best way for your team to play. That takes a little longer than it does with other teams, and at times you have to modify your schemes, your rotations, and really work to figure out what you need to do.
Here's Giddey. Shoots over Barnes. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
I like seeing Giddey challenge defenses like this, making them compromise in the process.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both free throws good from Giddey.
You can tell that Josh Giddey is one sharp player, not just in how he threads passes, but how he moves on the floor and gets around other guys.
Grant finds Anunoby. Goes to the fadeaway. Anunoby's got his first points of the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Giddey. He got a piece of it.
Well, people forget, when Grant came into the league, he was a defense-first type of player.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Jones misses. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Jeremy Grant averaged single digits in points the first 4 seasons of his career, but over the last 4 seasons, he's scoring over 20 a game. He said it all changed for him back in Detroit, adding, quote, "I grew as a player, being the #1 option and seeing different coverages. Now I'm reaping the benefits," unquote. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks. Count that one.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems. You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team. They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Clark is checked in for Bradley Beal.
Checking in for
Jones, the
the
pass to Collins. Over Clark. And there's Collins on the assist from Jones.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Levine finds Anunoby. Outside Barnes. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
52 seconds left in the second. Collins outside. Giddey against Grant. And it's Giddey missing.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Levine passes to Anunoby. Now Grant. The three is up. Collins with the rebound. Grant against Giddey. Tries to break his ice. It's tipped.
Yeah, the defensive instincts of Grant kicking in, especially when he sees the chance to block shots.
Here's Jones. And again, no good by Chicago. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over White. Barnes, it's good. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right?
That's the end
Keep
of the
making
first
good
half
shots,
with the
and you
score.
build the lead.
And so it's Toronto building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K action in just a moment.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He had 20 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
They're winning the effort battle so far. And I'm talking about the offensive rebound. They've got a ton of second chance opportunities. They are just going at it. I mean, physically outmanning them. And their team is playing great.
Looking at Chicago, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they're not finding good shots, and that starts with their ball movement. Too much heroism. We need to sharpen up the attack. More motion, quick cuts, get the ball inside. There's no way they're coming back with that type of play.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half. George with the bucket.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
Pass to White. Now here's Dosunmu. George defending. Outside Giddey. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Grant. The shot by Buzelis no good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Shot by Levine, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
They get it again. Here's Vucevic. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Look, you know that's where Grant likes to play, using that body in close.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. George finds Lopez. Now Grant. Here's Van Vliet. Giddey defends. No good on the triple. Van Vliet's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. 13 feet out. No good. A bit long that time. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Levine. 4-3. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists in the game.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Here's Giddey driving in. And that one is hammered home.
You're pushing the pace. Giddey using some speed to get his shot.
And here's George. Back to Levine. Van Vliet, the pass to George. Here's Grant. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out. Grant's gotten 4 this quarter.
And he can make those shots, especially when the defensive effort is average at best.
Lots of Grants in the NBA over the years. Jeremy Grant acts like a guy who grew up around the league. You can really see it, Coach.
Well, Brian, he really did grow up around the league and really just a high IQ player, great in the locker room, gives you great energy and effort every night.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's been tough going for their half-court offense.
Yeah, this defense is in their heads, anticipating their every move.
George outside. There's the 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
Yeah, look at Giddey stealing the spotlight. What a jam.
And here's Levine. 23 points in the game. It's George on the wing. Sinks the tray. George has got 21 points in the game.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Fires it from 18. Rebound Toronto. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Grant. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Personal foul.
And a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way for Grant. He finds a way to make the most of his chances.
Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Collins finds Herter. Poke loose. George with a steal. Horford outside. Here's Levine. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist.
Assisted by
Horford's got his 3rd assist of the night. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Toronto.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Jones against Grant. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter here. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his first foul of the game. Clark is checked in for Toronto. Beal comes in for Levine.
For the away team, Brandon Clark, Bradley Beal.
We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Here's Jones. No good again that time.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Beal's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. Here's White. Rebound Toronto. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Horford passes to Clark. And that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed.
Well, he's a good passer at his position. The veteran Horford is all about doing what's best for the team.
White against Beal. Smith outside. Shoots over Horford. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
At the line for the Bulls, Jalen Smith. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for Chicago. Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. Ball comes in for George. Smith hits them both. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Pass to Beal. Here's Horford. Smith with the rebound.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for Toronto. And he's hit 8 3-pointers. Strong shooting performance in this one. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so here is Toronto. So for Toronto right now, we've got Brandon Clark, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Ball. Then there's Al Horford, and it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. Brogdon from outside. Pass to Ball. Lets the 3 fly, and the 3-pointer goes. Ball's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Carter against Ball. Here's Horton Tucker. The shot comes out. Nice D from Horford. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
And we haven't seen a new franchise join the NBA stand since the Charlotte Bobcats in 2003. 20 years later, though, things seem to be percolating a bit.
Well, you've seen it, Brian. There's some deep pockets out there and some great markets all vying to get into the action. And we know that the NBA is all about growth.
And the veteran leadership Brogdon offers is tremendous. It's clear his younger teammates listen to what he has to say.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Toronto. Carter, the pass to Horton Tucker. Oh, rejected by Wiggins. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. And again, Toronto, no good. And here are the Bulls now. Here's Terry. It's stolen by Brogdon. Ball passes to Wiggins. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Wiggins has got his first bucket in this one.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And the basket by Horton Tucker. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Ball passes to Barnes. Outside Brogdon. This one for 3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They've had a hard time shutting down the 3-point shot.
And so here is Chicago. Up top, Smith. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age. They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the 3-point shot. But when you're knocking them down, you might as well keep riding it.
Smith outside. The 3. Rebound Toronto. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Chicago ball.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Toronto. On Saturday, they're off to Toronto to face off with the Raptors. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Kyle Lowry and the Philadelphia 76ers.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Wiggins outside. The 3 is up. And again, Toronto with a triple.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Buzelis is checked in for Chicago. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Toronto.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Carter against Ball. Now here's Carter. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. We'll stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great, and if anything, I'd like to see it higher.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
On the wing, Jones, hounded by Ball. Shot clock at 6. Here's Buzelis. Chalk up 2 there. Buzelis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, nice touch on the inside play by Buzelis, adjusting from close range.
Grant's shot is off. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Chicago. Here's Herder. The offensive rebound. Smith no good. Here's Toronto with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Ball outside. Pass to Horford. Three-pointer. And Ball with the basket on the assist by Horford. Ball's got 9 points here in the second half. Ball against Jones. Here's Herder. DeSumo outside. Horford pulls it in.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Pass to Ball. Now Horford, covered by Smith. And here's Grant from the arc. And he can't get that one. Jones against Ball. Here's Jones. Here's Buzelis. Fires for 3. The shot that time not on target. Grant with it. Ball outside. Here's Horford. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
And so Toronto takes the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in.
Welcome to 2K TV, everyone. We are celebrating our wrap party by playing with some community members. It's going to be several members of Team 2K TV integrated with many members of the NBA 2K community. We are so excited to hit Pro-Am today. So let me get started by introducing everybody here, and then I'm going to put everyone into 2 teams. These people do not know which teams they're on. Let's get into it. All right. For Team 2K TV, we've got Danny, Brian, Rodney, and Chris. And then for the community members, we've got Bash, Naomi, Kobe, Boom Boom, Kano, and Hollywood. All right, these are the teams. Are you guys ready?
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside